Continue to record the class. All right, yes, as we were saying, can somebody tell me the similarity between one of the two cells that we have looked at a while ago?
The
What
cell,
is what's the similarity? It means that they have something in common.
the cells, plant cell and animal cell.
Yeah, which of those two cells is the bacteria similar to in terms of components?
Not understand the question.
No man, all right, there's a component in the bacteria that one of the other two cells has that makes it they share a common feature.
Uh, Bacteria have components.
Cell wall.
Cell wall. Very good observation.
Mhm.
So you good with your eyes. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. All right. So the cell wall. Sit here, Marie. Right here. Cell wall. The plants have a cell wall, and the bacteria also have a cell wall. Right. Good. But you use the other features to distinguish it from different from a plant. Right. All right. Thank you. Let's continue. But make sure you can identify the images if you are to see it in the exam, please. Very, very important. Let me see what's going on.
We're gonna have these now. The PowerPoint here.
Yeah, man, you're going to have them. All right. Normally, when the exam asks you to compare the structures of an unspecialized plant cell, they normally give you a table and you just complete the table. You understand?
Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right. But so that's why I have you guys using your eyes and make the observation. So you shouldn't forget, really.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Another objective in the syllabus it says identify selected cells which make up the human body. I'm not certain that you're able to identify them, but let us see how much of it you can identify. You should be able to identify some of them, based on the previous classes thus far.
Identify.
You should identify at least one of them, at least at least one of them you should be able to identify. Can anybody identify figure C?
Is this again?
Um,
Ah, no.
Should be able to identify it, of course.
C is plasma.
No, not at all.
Uh-uh.
That means you never draw the thing in the notebook then. That's what that means. You're supposed to identify this one. This was in the very first lesson that you did.
Eh, yeah, the control cell, control and coordination cell.
It's from that first, but then another certain name.
No, I'm saying it's this coming from that topic.
That topic, yes.
Is this the cell the nerve
The nerve cell.
yeah.
It's a nerve cell, yes.
Okay.
Alright. Now this cell now is associated with the males. Okay, you tell me what cell that is?
What's the sperm?
That's the sperm cell. This one is associated with females. What is this one called? Don't look for
Um,
me. Don't look for me.
Something. I wanna. No.
I
Um,
want to know what I have.
That is the thing.
Merciful Father, merciful Father.
no, well, I'm not telling. Hold on.
If you tell me, I mean, I know. Lord of mercy.
We only know the male sperm.
All right. All right. Let me tell you the female one.
Yeah, that's how it works. You tell us the female and you tell
Uh,
us the male.
all right. All right. It's the egg actually.
That's how the
Okay.
egg looks, huh?
Yeah, you have to image of the egg. The egg is oval. Though it takes that over the chicken egg the oval. Phone the egg oval too, man. All right.
Which one is it? A?
D is the egg.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So can you tell me what E is? Make a lucky guess. E
Is
as
this,
yeah. Go ahead.
this is, uh, this is, cells, red blood cell?
No. Red blood cell not shaped like that. That cell has to do with the skeletal system, and it's not bone. It has to do with movement. It contributes to movement.
Um,
The heart have similar cells like this. The esophagus have similar cells like this. The limbs have similar cells like this that cause it to move. Now I'm gonna whip our clues now. Oh, I'm going a different clue. Alright. Going a different clue. See it here? See? Look at my limb movement. You know, see? That cell
Muscle.
exactly. It's a muscle cell.
muscle.
Yes.
Sure.
This cell now have something to do with this. Have something to do with this.
The limbs.
No man, this
The, the, the skin.
the skin. So what name? It have a name? It have a name, you know. It have something to do with this.
And
Start with E.
when name again? Jeez. The epidermis.
And the epidermis is the epithelial cell.
Epiphyllus.
The covers, the covering because they also have epithelial cell inside the nostril too. You're trying to know it. You're trying to know it, you know, because it comes on the respiratory lesson.
Yeah.
The lining of the nasal cavity and the lining of the trachea is epithelial cells. So you should see something like this because it's from cells like these. You have the goblet cell where the mucus will be secreted from it. And I need to see them. Make sure now look over. Number test is around the corner. All right. Let us proceed. Let's proceed. All right. Who's to read now? Anne Marie, you're the reader now.
Explain the importance of cell specialization in humans.
Mm-hmm.
The purpose of cell differentiation is to provide organism with the many different types of specialized needed to perform.
Specific functions.
Okay, specialized cells needed to perform specific function.
Mm-hmm.
Organism starts from a single cell that contains all the required genetic information or instructions which reproduces into many stem cells
Mm-hmm.
with the potential to become any type of specialized cell.
Mm-hmm.
First, it is decided which genetic information will be expressed,
Mm-hmm.
then are carried out, therefore indicating the type of cell that is to be formed. then it through differentiation, those instructions are carried out and specialized cells are formed.
All right, very good. So let me explain this to you now. Well, I use two explanations. Um, mm-mm, there's no thingy. Lord. All right, let us say that this circle here that I'm drawing represents a stem cell, all right? And then you have another shape represents something else. Another shape represents something else. And then let us look for another shape. Another shape. All right, let us look for this and this. All right. Now, what we're looking at now is that the let us say that this is a school, and a school where you find, let's say, doctors. Now, all the doctors stay in the school for 7 years, but after they graduate, they branch off and they start to specialize. So you find that now this one here over here, so this doctor now may be a cardiologist. This doctor now might be ophthalmologist, and this doctor now might be a neurosurgeon. So they all went to the same school, trained at the same school, but they go to different schools now to specialize, to carry out a specific function. Morning. Now the question might be asked, why is it important for them to specialize? Why is it important for them to specialize? Now you have to understand that all living things can become overworked, don't it? Is
Yes.
even a laptop can become overworked. Isn't that true?
So you saw me on my laptop?
No, man, I'm just saying even a laptop or a computer can be overworked, right? So you have to ensure now that you have specific components for a specific function because you don't want to overload any particular thing. And because the bigger the organisms have to carry out so many different functions, a singular cell organism, doesn't have to carry out so much function because it just eat and respire. It doesn't do nothing much, and it might just move. But like you have a single cell um thing that them call a mobia, something like that, a moba. All it do is just taking in food material and give out back waste product. Basically, that's what it does. So it do a lot of work. But the multicellular organisms carry out a lot of work, hence you have to have specific cells to carry out specific what? Functions. Is that clear?
Mm-hmm.
So just like a business, the more um the bigger the business grow, the sole trader can't continue to operate the business by himself or herself. So she have to know employ other persons to carry out specific functions that the workload can be simpler and and that individual. So it's the reason then for this by nature you have to have what we call um division of labor, right? So based on the principle of division of labor, self specialization acts upon that principle. Now, in terms of the biological sense of it, now as you can see, we have different two type of cells here: blood cells and skin cells. Now, the skin cells carries out the different function from the blood cells. The skin cells protects the internal organs, right? And the blood cells will carry oxygen to the various cells so that they can get what? Energy from respiration. Good. So God, in His wisdom, see fit for us as human beings to have cells with specific functions. Right?
Yeah.
Now, as you can see in this picture now, that this was one single cell.
Mm-hmm.
But over days, the cells them spread out and form their own limbs. As you can see, the eyes, the shape of the back coming out, the head now, cells that create the head, cells that create the limbs, cells that create the various part and internal organs in the baby. But it all begins with one cell. Is that clear?
Yes, the
All,
mass.
yes. All we can say is that God is awesome, right?
Mm.
Yes, He's awesome. And that's why we learn a little thing from this experience that guess what? We can't be too selfish because we're not designed to do everything on our own, don't it? Isn't that so?
Yes, word.
Yes, we were. Alright, now we're coming closer home now. It's a distinguish between osmosis and diffusion. Now let us look at the diagrams. Can somebody tell me what this green circle represents?
Osmosis and distribution.
What is green cell represent? Can somebody tell me what it represents?
Must be nutrients.
No man, the thing tell you, you know, I say that's no problem. Look on the thing, using the eyes, use the naked eyes and tell me the thing. So
It
there's
says
something. No.
salute.
Salute. What the blue circle represent?
Water.
Water.
Water. Good. What you think this broken line represent? Let me see how observant you be.
The cell.
No.
The um diffusion also.
Mm-mm. See the other photograph I will tell you, see there? The partially permeable membrane. That's why I put the two photographs there so you can actually see. Alright? You can use the two photographs to determine something. So this broken line here is representing what we call the partially permeable what? Membrane. Good? Now, next question now. This area is representing what?
What the dark line?
No, look, see the word in front down there, The word they right in front down here. See the word in front down there, Vita?
The eye concentration of.
Of water.
Mhm.
So you see why I'm saying what do you think I mean by high concentration of water? Use a picture and tell me what they mean by high water concentration.
A lot of water. More
Exactly.
water than
The amount of water.
More water than solid. Very good. And what about this side here?
well, it's
Well,
of low concentration. Low in water.
Low in water. Question though. This side of it, right? Alright, which side, which of the sides will represent a person who says probably diabetic?
Bit. Um, which of the side? Okay.
Which side? Which of the sides?
Would be for diabetic.
Mm,
The one with low water concentration.
very good, because there are a lot of sugar solute in the person's blood,
Yes.
glucose.
Uh-huh.
Very good. Which of them would represent sweet Sugar water.
Sweet sugar water.
Mm. Sweet sugar water, yes.
You
Which which
find that in somebody, sir?
which side of it would represent sweet sugar water?
And the same low water concentration.
Very good. All right. Well, keep those things in mind, right? Now, this arrow now, what is in arrow indicating? Shelly, what is arrow indicating?
Indicating. Mm, well, you need
Mm-hmm. What's the arrow indicating?
need more water.
No, 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 no. What is the arrow indicating? Look on the arrow. What do we use arrows to indicate, lady? What we use arrows to indicate? What we use arrows to indicate?
So
Eh?
identify stuff,
I mean identify stuff. Identify what?
identify things.
Hold on. If you are going somewhere and there are arrows,
Direction.
exactly direction. So you have to tell me that every arrow indicates direction, Shelly.
Mm-hmm.
So if this arrow is indicating direction,
Mm-hmm.
may I feel press the thing more than once. If this arrow is indicating direction, what is it? What is it suggesting?
So I water is going to over the next line.
Exactly. All right. So movement of the
Moving
water.
on. Yeah.
Good. All right. So we can use a picture now. We can use a picture now to form a definition for. Could you give me a sentence then? Give me a sentence. No, use the picture itself and give me a sentence. By the way, what's the main idea? What's the main idea of this picture? What's the subject of that picture?
Um, the eye and the low concentration of water.
No. No. What is carrying out the verb? By the way, what is the verb? What is the verb?
Concentration.
No, 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 no. What is not a verb? How you know what is the verb? The thing that is carrying out the what? The action.
What? Yeah, the
Action.
action. Yeah, the action. Yeah.
So my man, I think English and the thing, no, man. What is wrong with it? What's wrong? Think English and the thing. Is that because is a picture? A English same way. I read the picture. Right? I wanted to learn for read pictures. Alright, so come. So what is carrying out the action now? Remember
Mm,
saying that the subject of a
the
sentence
soup. Yeah.
carries out
So
the action. So what is carrying out the action?
the salute is no, the
Read it.
water is kind of action.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So what verb do you use to describe the action of the water?
A movement.
Exactly. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Someone if you use the English language, man. Use up the English language now. So watch this now. So we can tell me we can start the sentence now.
Movements of water
Movement of water. Alright. Movement of water.
enter into.
Wait, on. It's actually water molecules, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Water.
Now, hold on. Now. If you not have movement, there are two there are two other conjunction or preposition you'd use. Right? Preposition you would use. What are the two prepositions you use and which one will come first? Movement of water molecules. What next it?
Enter,
What other word you'd fill out right there, so
enters.
I won't say enters, no.
So many botanicals. Um,
Where where does the movement you have to understand now. The arrow we are using now, what the arrow is saying to us.
Saying that the thing traveling to
Traveling, what's the preposition you want to use?
circulation.
No, that is not a preposition. What is the arrow saying? Look at the arrow. What is it saying? Come on, ladies, think. I'll have to use the
water.
eyes now. Using the eyes. What is it? Give me a sentence about that arrow. What is that arrow saying?
It's
Eh? Flowing?
water is flowing.
No, but you already use movement already. Movement of water molecules.
Diffuse.
Windy.
No. Hold on there. There are two, when I give it direction, there are two words you must use when you're giving direction. There are two words you must use when you're giving direction. You want me to tell you? From
Mm.
Jews and peace.
Water
Una,
molecules.
I have a difficulty right there. Una think too hard. Just
That's
look on the arrow and tell me what the arrow I say. The arrow says something and move from something to something. Isn't that what the arrow is saying?
yeah,
So you have to use the word from and the word to when you're talking about direction, don't it?
yeah,
The reason why I'm doing this exercise now, because one, when you not give me the answer to the questions, you not construct the sentences accordingly. Is that clear?
yes,
Is that clear? So
yes.
movement of water molecules from where? What is it? Where is it moving from?
From salute.
Now move from the salute.
From from high concentration
From
to
high
a low
water
a
concentration.
concentration to a lower
That is it. To a
to a
lower, lower,
concentration.
to a lower water concentration.
Mhm.
All right, but there's another word missing now. There's a
What?
line. There's a line. So you have to put another preposition now. What does a bridge do? What does a bridge does? What a bridge does?
It's a bridge connect one part of the from one end to the other.
Say if a person is walking on a bridge, what's a bridge doing for that person?
To cross.
Exactly. So therefore, across, so you could say across the partially or across a partially permeable membrane.
Partially spelled right, sir?
I don't know. Tell me now.
That's all right.
How it's spelled? It's P-A-R-T. Yeah, man. That's all.
I thought
I-A-L-Y.
okay.
Partially, right? I can double check it, sir.
Still look wrong, sir. But
Still look
anyway.
wrong. But no, man, double check it, man. Double check it. It's a record, can't put out wrong information. Yeah, man, it's correct. It's correct. Partially correct, man.
Okay.
And I'm not saying it's partially correct. It is correct. All
Sure.
right. Now, notice now how I create that definition. I use the words that are there on this diagram to create a sentence. Now, now pay attention. Please look at the screen. Look at the, now look at the screen now. Notice that this body of words, which is a sentence, is describing this diagram. So when you guys are reading the information, whenever you are given a question to answer, and you went and research on the information, please make sure that you can draw a picture of what you read, so you can then know from the picture you draw, you can reword it in your own words. But it's the cycle now, the dynamics, everything. Everybody seen the dynamics? Everybody seen the dynamics?
Not really.
What I'm saying, normally do research, most of you read the information. But what I want you to do while you're reading information, so you can understand the information, is to from reading, you draw a diagram. Is that clear? Good. So that now from the diagram now, you can rewrite the information in your own words. Make sense?
Okay. Yes.
Good. Because this is in fact the definition for osmosis. The osmosis is the movement of water molecules from high water concentration to a low water concentration across a partially permeable membrane. That's the definition for it. And I did not look it up, I just let you guys use this. But so you first thing you have to find out what each symbol on the picture represents. Is that clear?
Yes.
And then you put them together and create a sentence. Mhm. It works in story writing as well. You remember when Miss was showing you guys a video and there was no words really, but the video was basically playing out the whole story. So that's all.
Sir,
Yeah, go ahead.
Mr. Bernard, I have to leave now, okay?
Okay, all right, no problem.
Yeah.
We'll
Alright.
record the class, so you'll be able to.
Okay.
All right.
Alright, bye.
Yeah, yeah, man.
Okay.
Bye bye. Okay, have a safe trip travel.
Mhm.
Mm.
Alright then.
Yeah,
All
man.
right.
Yeah.
Fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
no problem. Yes, yes, Anne Marie. So, it's what I'm saying though, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Because you see, you have to understand now that it's a pen and paper exam, and you don't want to lose not even one mark. So therefore, if you can construct the sentences properly, as in everything coordinates as you can say, the main idea is the movement of water, isn't that so? So it started off in the sentence. The movement of water is the main idea. Movement of water molecules, that is. But if you're having movement, you must have a preposition that is saying what? From, because it's coming from somewhere. Where is it coming from? High water concentration. Where is it going to? Lower water concentration. How it got there? Across a partially permeable membrane.
Yeah. So the broken line represent the permeable membrane.
Exactly.
Okay.
Permeable meaning it has holes in it.
Okay. Yes.
Partially meaning it only a certain size molecule can pass through. Is that clear?
Okay.
It's partial too. It's biased too. Right? Alright. So you understand that technique, right?
Yes. Use the
Good.
picture to form your meaning. The
Very
sentence.
good. Very good. Alright. This now. So this one we look at is osmosis. Now we're going to be looking now at Another one. Now let us do the same thing now. Now these are what?
Those are blood. Um, is it oxygen?
It could be oxygen. Could be oxygen. It could represent oxygen. But we're gonna use the word solute instead, right?
Okay, salute.
Hmm. No,
But what's salute really again, sir? Since
it is anything that can be dissolved by a solvent, just like sugar.
okay,
And oxygen can be dissolved as well. Gases can be dissolved, right?
okay,
Hmm. All right. No. So inside the container is water, true.
yes.
But what you notice right here, sir? What
You
can you
said
say?
they are close to each other.
Therefore, making it a what?
Yeah,
The word here.
high concentration.
Good. So there's a high concentration of what?
Salutes.
Very good. All right. All right. Now what? So this arrow again now. This arrow again now is signifying what again?
Says going across.
Going across. So therefore, it's signifying what word again?
Movements.
Movement. I remember the prepositions them.
Yeah, movements of from high concentration
But
or
movement of what?
movements of salutes.
Good. All right.
Movements of salutes from
Mm-hmm.
high concentration to a lower concentration.
Good.
But how does it go across? It go through
All right. I want you to compare both containers. You can even look at this picture and look and see what really happens.
it dissolve.
Dissolve, but look at it. Compare them.
One is so you have three things. One container. They have more. One of um.
No one. All pictures are saying the same thing, but I want you to look at this one first and compare. Make a comparison.
Oh, this the this the word is solution. One is high, one is low.
No, but the thing is though. Wait, hold on there. Hold on there. Hmm. The thing is, remember, notice what is happening here. All right, look at this now. This bottle here
Mm-hmm.
is the same bottle, but what they did is to take pictures of the different stages of what happened, right? But
Okay.
is one single bottle.
Mm.
You get it now?
Okay. Yes. So it
Yeah,
start from point A to point B to point C. It went
yeah. There's
by
one.
putting into the solution into the water.
Yes.
So it
They
make
put a solute into the water. Now what happens to the solute? What happens?
it becomes um it start to form differently, like more expand more.
It expand. But the word is not expand. We're not looking for that word. But why you think? Give another word they could use to describe it. It's not really expand we're looking for.
It diffuses.
Exactly. It diffuses. Give me a simpler word.
Dissolve.
No, 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 no. Diffuses. Look at it. Look at it. What really happens? If you spray a cologne in one area, by the time you reach to the next side of the house, you're still smelling the fragrance. Why?
It's spreading.
That's the word. You know, so that spread the thing spread.
Yeah,
Everything group up right here, so they start to spread all over. So that spread is spread. You're not seeing spreading taking place right there?
yeah.
Good. So remember the words. It might clock out in a minute and then you just relog in. All right, but you have to remember, you have to use your eyes